What is going on, guys? It is Ahmed and I am back today with yet another update for the 1K to 10K penny stock challenge. Thank you all for everyone who decided to take part of this journey, because again, I think it's going to be pretty fun because we just want to see, depending on, regardless of how long it takes, I do think that hopefully one day we will reach that 10K mark. But again, it's going to take a lot of trading, and again, as the baseline and principle, we're only looking at penny stocks and we're buying and selling them. We're not going to be holding these too long term. Not for this challenge. A lot of these plays I do have positions in for the long-term hold, but for the challenge and its purposes, we're actually looking to trade these as they meet some of the markers we have set. So again, remember guys, my videos are not for financial advice. I am doing this just for entertainment and educational purposes only. Before I dive in, we're going to look at all the positions. I'll make my screen small here, and you can kind of see all the positions there that we've established so far. But in addition to that, I do want to give a quick shout out to the Patreon. So as you all know, everyone that's been a part of the Patreon, we're at 139 members. So shout out to every single person that decided to partake in, supporting the channel. But again, what I'm doing right now is updating the Patreon live when we're establishing new positions. So since my previous video, we actually did not increase our position size because we started this on Thursday, and Fridays we saw everything rebounded. So I did not see that as a good time or any good opportunities to establish new positions. Now, again, this is kind of where I'm just doing my live updates, but going back, let's look at where we left off from last time. So as you can see, the 5 positions we've established so far is NMTR, or 9 meters biopharma, Zomedica, of course, our baby, ACST or ACST Pharma, CTXR, Citius Pharmaceuticals, and then BHTG Biohigh-Tech. 5 plays that I am very bullish on long term, but I established position for this for the purposes of this challenge because I saw a huge pullback and I was like, guys, I think we're going to see some significant rebounds on these plays. Now, please ignore the buying power that's listed below. I've been trying to slowly but surely withdraw money out of my Robinhood account, and it's going to go back down. It should be about $500 left as buying power and $500 currently invested in the market, because again, for me, I'm doing the 1K to 10K challenge, but you could scale this up. I know some people are doing 10K to 100K and some are doing a scaled down version. I've seen someone who's, shout out to whoever you are, but someone told me he's doing $10 to see if he can get to $100, $100 to $1,000. Scale it up or down depending on your, risk tolerance, because these are penny stocks, highly volatile, speculative plays that have strong potential. But again, it's potential. It's nothing definitive. It's nothing that we know for sure. But again, we're buying into these companies as early adopters because we see some strong potential moving forward. Now let's go ahead and start with 9 meters biopharma. So 9 meters biopharma, we established our position, $100 on Thursday, and you can see here, I put $100 in each of these plays. So we spent $500 so far. We're up 1.57%, nothing too, dramatic, and that's not what I'm expecting either. Again, outlook-wise, at $1.94, it's still considered pretty undervalued based off what, analysts are rating it as, again, and what some of the things on their pipeline are looking for, because they do have a lot of things that are in phase 3 clinical trials. So the potential is still there. Now, if I go back, we'll look at Zomedica. We know the Truforma launch is end of March. It's something that I've been covering in my channel heavily ever since I found out about it at around the 39 to 40 cent mark. And again, we're up about total return of 3.1%, $3.10. So again, nothing too significant. With our average cost is $2.26. We'll move on to our third play, ACST Pharma. So ACST Pharma, we know that they have some pretty strong things in their pipeline, but currently we're actually down from our initial investment. Put in $100 during our red day on Thursday, down about 1.55%. So last but not, or 2 more here. So it's CTXR, Citius Pharmaceuticals. Again, just trying to give you guys the live updates. You could see here, we're actually up 40% on this play, 40.31%. So we've made, a decent amount on our first day of trading this stock, up $40.31. So we can't be upset about that at all. Although some of our plays are kind of still lagging. Citius Pharmaceuticals right now at $2.30, but I think it's only getting started. So again, for everyone that's on the Patreon, I know people have been asking me, should we sell? Should we sell? For me, I'm still holding. You can decide what you want to do. These are just the plays that I'm putting people on, but you can decide to play this penny stock however you like. The goal is to start from 1K to 10K. You can follow my plays play by play, not for financial advice, but just for the fun aspect of it. But again, there's no guarantees. This can have a pullback, and I'm hoping, some of these plays do pull back because we still have $500 of liquid cash that we want to put into the market. Now we might diversify our plays, which again, I'll keep you guys updated as I establish new plays. And go ahead, feel free to join the Patreon. I don't want to stress it too much. If you want to know when I do buy and sell immediately, because unfortunately I don't get off work till the evenings, and that's when I post my videos. Now, last but not least, Bio High Tech. So Bio High Tech, we're up 6.17%, with a total return of $6.17. Nothing too significant, but nothing that I'm upset about. For the first day, in total and aggregate, we're about 14-15% up. And again, this is going to be a lot more clear once the money is pulled out of my Robinhood account, where it's only $1,000 that we know is our starting place. So again, sorry that it doesn't look visually pleasing with the amount that is currently sitting there. But guys, all the plays that I've been talking about, all the different things, are companies that I am bullish on and long-term on. Bio High Tech, we know that we're shifting from the use of fossil fuels, the use of normal, regular vehicles, even our landfills. The different green sector as a whole is going to grow. Our renewable sector. I call it the green sector. I know that's probably not the official term, but within that entire realm of renewables, electric vehicles, etc., Bio High Tech is addressing a few different things that I talk about. So some of you on the Patreon were like, what is so intriguing about this company? And I said it's still in its early stages, but I feel like with the Biden presidency over the next 4 years, this man has made it very clear that his biggest focus, aside from some of the pandemic issues and some of the global affairs, is to help our environment and our climate change issues. So with Bio High Tech, they already have contracts with the government. So again, that's why I selected these companies. I was selective. I didn't just blindly go into them. And for these pharmaceutical companies, they have catalysts incoming within the next, some of them months, so a few weeks for some, months, and even for the rest of the year. We're expecting some of these things to complete phase 3 clinical trials, which will then commercialize, and I go through that process video after video. And after it commercializes, we know what happens then. Additional revenues coming into the company, and that's when the stock prices go up and it starts getting the eyes and attention from the Wall Street and big hedge funds. So guys, that's why I selected these 5. There are some that are currently on my watch list and I'm looking to potentially invest in. Again, just to leave one, it's Collidius Biosciences, CLBS. So let's just quickly pull it up here. But as you can see, CLBS, $2.29 a share currently. And I see some really, really strong potential with this one. And it did have a nice pullback. So if we look at the 5-day, about $11.26%. Again, obviously I have not established a position myself yet, but I'm looking for a nice entry point with this pullback. So depending on what happens on Monday, we don't know exactly what's going to happen because yes, the market rebounded on Friday, but we'll see. It might be a continuation of this green push, or we might have a little bit of a pullback. Both don't concern me. All I'm looking for is entry points for these companies and not just going, head on into them without really doing my due diligence or doing my, deciding what entry points I'm comfortable with. So currently at this price, it's attractive, but I think we might find better entry points for this company. So again, guys, I really hope that you've been enjoying this challenge so far. For everyone that has joined us, we've been super active on the Patreon. And again, feel free to join the Discord. It's a free community where a lot of us are just talking about all things stocks. We have some actual financial advisors, but of course, they're not in there to give you advice, rather to just maybe, give you more education, teach you guys on the things that you might not understand. We have educational spaces in there, administrators who are willing to teach you about certain things when it comes to navigating Discord. I know people have been having a lot of questions for me, so I don't want to go on a long spiel by any means, but again, feel free to join the Discord if you just want to learn about general things regarding the market and stocks. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And one last thing is, if you do want to get 2 free stocks when you deposit $100 with Webull, feel free to do so. I'll be back to my normal environment when I get back home, probably this evening or tomorrow. But until next time, keep investing.